port window, 131, and what I've been doing is all the screens, you can't really, I've got a screen in there right now, but all the screens were gone on this 131, so I'm replacing these screens, and I'll show you how I'm doing it. I was able to find one of these. This is actually what's supposed to go up there, but there was only one, and there are a total of 7 port windows on this 131. So an inexpensive way to fix this is I just bought some screen here from Home Depot, and using the frame as a guide, I cut out a piece of screen that will fit in the window. And then what I've done, once again going to Home Depot, I got some two-sided outdoor tape, and I cut it into little bitty pieces which I fit into the window. Then I take off the backing on this and then fit the screen in there. So to do this entire project, under $10, under $15, works great. The window still closes easily, but the screen is in there with the two-sided tape, and if I had to replace it, doesn't cost anything more, just a little bit of labor, cutting out another screen, maybe putting some more two-sided tape on there. So it's a good, easy fix for putting screen windows back on my 131. I actually cut the two-sided tape into small pieces like this, and that's what I'm going to put up in the framework of the port window. Then I'm going to pull off the red backing tape, and then I'll simply push the new screen into place. Okay, right here it shows the port window with the two-sided outdoor tape. Very important you use outdoor two-sided tape. So the next step will be to take off the red backing on so that it'll expose the sticky part for the screen. Okay, I was able to remove the red tape backing. Have to use a very fine screwdriver or maybe an X-Acto knife to kind of get the red backing off, but I was able to get it off. So the next step is to take, now I could have made a template, but I did have one of these plastic gaskets left. In fact, it was broken, had to tape it back together, but I used that to make my new screen. So there's my new screen that I'm going to put up, and I'm just going to push it against the I'm going to just push it into place against the The screen is now in place. I've put the screen in. I tried to do the top part first. Kind of worked it from the middle bottom out, and then did the two sides. So now I have a screen in my, actually this is the head port window. Head port window now has a new screen. The screen is now in place. You can see the screen a little better now, but now I've got a screen in place in my head port window, which is of course very important to have. And if I have a problem, it's going to be something that's very easy to replace. This is on a Hunter 31 screen replacement. This is another area on a Hunter 31. This is the door going into the head. And as you can see, the wood's looking kind of rough. Here's another place right here. This is the locker right opposite the head. And as you can see, the wood looking a little rough. Now, this is not my idea. I was told about this. It's called liquid gold. I've already used it over here. And as you can see, the results are excellent. So I'm going to be doing that right now on the head door and on this area. And I'll show it to you when I'm done. Okay, this is a Hunter 31. 1984, and right now I'm working on making the wood in the cabin look better. I've taken off some of the cushions. This is the settee on the port side, and the wood, as you can see, is looking a little old. And if you open up the cabin or the head door, you can see the inside. That is looking old. Now I have put, what I'm using is something that, all right, I've got, this is a Hunter 31, 1984 Hunter 31 sailing vessel. And this right here is the port settee. I've taken off the cushions so that I can get to the wood. And as you can see, some of the wood is looking old, dry. This is the locker opposite the head. And if we open up the door to the head, you can see how the wood here as well is looking old. Now what I've got here is some stuff called liquid gold. Actually got it and at a Walmart. And I did not come up with the idea. The person who did the survey on the boat, Jerry Lawson, he was the one who recommended it to me. So we're going to go ahead and use some of it on here and see how it looks. I've already used some over here on the salon in the wood on the bow side of the salon, and you can see how already the wood looks so much better. We're going to use it right here, and then we'll show you the results. Here's another place right here. This is the forward bulkhead on the port side. See how the wood's looking kind of old. All right, I've done part of it already, and you can see a remarkable change already here. And this is the forward bulkheading on the port side, which I've put the liquid gold on. It's good stuff. And I've done the locker. I've done a little bit of the settee on the port side. And I've done the top half of the All right, I've partially completed the work with the liquid gold. This is once again the forward bulkheading, port side. Looks great. And then the locker opposite the head. Once again on the port side. And the back of you can see where I haven't done right there on the left. Right here, I have done the settee on the port side. Here's another good example. I've done the top half of the door for the head, and I haven't done the bottom half. And you can see the dramatic difference right there that I'm getting with this stuff. I'm going to do the bottom half of the door, work my way around the boat. Okay, I've used the liquid gold on the port side of my 131, and you can see the difference. It's just remarkable. Makes the wood look beautiful, which is what you want. I did the forward bulkheading, the cabin, the cabinet opposite the head. I did the settee on the port side. I've done the door for the head. It's all looking good. I even came in here and did the inside of the door for the head. That all looks nice now. Could maybe do a couple little spots on it. Here on the head, I did the toothbrush and cup holder. I did this area right here, which is a little cabinet. And I did underneath the settee for the head. I did a little settee for above the head. And of course I did, this is the forward bulkheading on the starboard side. It's all looking good. Did a little bit of the floor just with what was left over. And my next project, I'm going to do the chart table. Once again, that's looking pretty rough. And the aft port locker. Show you a before on that. And see how it looks after. Okay, I just finished doing the chart table with the liquid gold and the cabinet, the stern cabinet next to the aft berth. Just did the front, did the chart tube area, the fire extinguisher area, underneath the chart table. Got all that looking good. Stuff is great. I definitely recommend this stuff for the inside of your sailboat. It would work.